And we are back. And we were just discussing what kinds of jobs we might like to do. As far as where we would like to go for our next score. What would we like to have a hunt at? And so I heard 4 different options being thrown around. I wasn't sure if there was any others.
I think those are the main ones
Yeah.
that we've talked about.
What do people feel like might be the go?
Gemma Sisters move an important ghost sounds pretty exciting.
I love to move important ghosts.
I know, that's exactly what we do. Plus the
But
payoff's pretty
also,
good.
I would love to sell some spooky bodies.
I think
Both
most of
are
us
really
were very
good.
much talking about the body situation,
Yeah.
just because it could get us a lot of gold if we negotiate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? I like
Right.
that it's a spidery type
It's
operation
definitely
as
a
well.
spidery type job, yeah. Cool.
And also, like, I assume, perhaps incorrectly, but that if the, like, you know, the Demo Sisters, this ghost situation is probably not, like,
Yeah, like we could get around to that.
super maximum urgent.
No,
right?
it's not. It's certainly not.
There's some, like, immortal old witch ladies. Probably, if we only get around to it next month, it'll still be fine.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Let's go sell some
It's just
bodies
the thing,
then.
it's the thing that is like, and it's probably a job that comes up like repeatedly also. So, cool. All right. Well, yeah. Do we want to do a little bit of the old Echid trade?
I'm keen for that.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're doing. Here's a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would anyone like to do any extra downtime actions? Or do we want to just do an extra downtime?
I'm happy to not. I made decisions knowing that
Okay.
we wouldn't, and
Yeah,
I feel like I
All right, cool. All right. sounds
am
good.
ready for the consequences.
Yeah, I'm with Alana. I think let's not subvert the mechanical loop of the game.
Sure. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I feel like
Like
we
there's-
spent enough time out of a score that we kind of need to get back into it.
Yep.
Yeah,
sounds
and
good.
also, like, yeah, there's ways for us to buy more downtime actions if we really desperately want them.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. So, what kind of job is this?
I think it's social.
It
I'd
sounds
agree with that.
social. Negotiate, bargain, or persuade. You're gonna go and have a look. Go and have a look. Go and have a say hello to the billhooks.
Yeah,
I, I guess
fine.
here's then the question. Couple of other right, like it could be deception if
Yeah,
we're trying to upsell the bodies
that's true.
and make some claims about them that are not necessarily factually accurate.
Yes.
Or if the part of this that we are interested in is the part where we have to smuggle a warehouse worth of bodies through the city, this could be a transport job.
Yes. Also.
I am, for myself, I'm more interested in the social version of this job where, like, cool, we get the bodies through the city, but, like, how the fuck do we deal with these bill hooks? They're weird.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in that as well. I don't really feel like we're deceiving. I just want to get rid
We
of them.
have the warehouse of bodies.
I don't think they need to be special bodies. I think they're fine as they are, kind of thing.
Excellent
that's
quality.
My thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So then we need a connection for that one.
Yeah. What's the social connection?
Let's make
I
why
have
not?
a thought, which is that in my headcanon,
Mhm.
Scoven is super like Russia and Germany. That's not even really that part's not even really my headcanon. That's just canon. John just said that. And so as a result, like in those cultures, there's a lot of like food that is made from organ meats and food that is made from blood that is like super nutritious for the long winters. And so I think Bell, like someone in Bell's old like burned out shitty place that Bell used to like squat, like someone there like knows the billhooks.
Cool.
And,
But
like-
it's not. It's yeah. So, all right. Yep. That sounds like a way to get there. Yeah. Certainly.
Yeah. And so like this person is going to introduce us to the billhook they know.
Yep. Cool.
That's our way in. If
Excellent.
people are interested in that.
Yeah, sounds good. Can we like set up like what the meeting is like? I want to like. I think it'd be cool if it was on like a canal, like on a. Like, there's some cool weird dock places in the city.
I mean,
Okay.
if we want to lean like super hard into like a really aesthetic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There is. Give me a
Where do
moment.
the billhooks normally like hang out? Like where are they?
From memory, the book does. It's one. They're one of the gangs that the book just doesn't like.
It
super
doesn't say.
establish.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't say because
I'm
there's
feeling crow's foot.
crow's foot.
Or the
Yeah,
docks. Either or.
the docks. I was thinking that too. There's like just off Crow's Nest. There's like this weird little like nest of whatever in the water. What's that?
Would you be talking about Tangletown?
Oh, that's Tangletown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a massive Leviathan hunter ship that was partially sunk in the river like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
And now there is like a flotilla of tiny watercraft lashed
Alright.
together into a floating neighborhood that is considered neutral ground by all of the gangs.
So for a
It
negotiation,
would be
no.
good for a negotiation.
Between gangs, it would be a pretty.
That's cool.
And it's
Let's go to Tangletown.
It's very scenic, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's aesthetic. Oh.
Sounds good to me. So, so your contact's name is it's gonna be Wicca.
Yeah, and Wicca makes the best blood pudding.
Mhm.
Out of all
She
the Skovelish refugees.
she's like this mother figure for that halfway house for Skovelish refugees. And yeah, so like you're like and like she totally gets like a certain amount of charity from the bill hooks. Where they're like, we're not selling this particular offal, it's gone bad. Which it has, but actually gone bad for the bill hooks is gone bad for Wicca, right? Like
It's
she's
that
like,
thing
you
with
cook it long
supermarkets.
enough, it'd come good again.
Yeah, it's that thing with supermarkets where like the best before and the use by are not the same thing. Like the bill hook's like, it's past its best by date. Oh well, it's no good, and she's like, it's still within use by date. We'll be fine.
Yeah, she's like, she does the math, right? You take the use by date, and you minus the best before date, and that's how long you've got after the use by date to use it.
Yeah, and I think in the day, like back in the day, like she and Belle were kind of like the like surrogate parent figures.
Yeah.
In this halfway house.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, because Belle is like, I don't know if I've like been clear enough. Like Belle is
not young.
One ambiguously old because like working in a mine in Lockport ages you prematurely to some enormous extent. But like Belle is ambiguously somewhere between like late 30s and like early 60s.
Yeah.
Like Belle is not young.
Yeah. Whereas most of the people in the halfway house are like young worker types. That are like coming to seek a fortune,
or like kids whose parents like sent them off.
Yeah, that's counted as young worker types in Scotland.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're meeting Wicca at
sounds-
Tangletown.
Sounds like we're not meeting Wicca. Wicca is setting up the meeting.
Setting up the meeting.
But
Cool.
we're gonna roll an engagement roll, I think.
Awesome.
Here we are.
Let's count things. So we start with 1 dice for sheer luck, and then I look up the thing.
Is it particularly bold or daring?
Nah.
Nah.
We're doing social, not deception, aren't we?
Mm.
Yeah, because trying to deceive the billhooks would be.
Yeah. Is it overly complex or contingent on me?
Nah.
Does it expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I would push for yes.
As in, like,
they are like the perfect market for the thing that we have.
yes.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Normally
Normally, I would have asked for you to like have established that in gather information, but yeah, that's right.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? Against people trying to sell them things?
I feel like that's
know.
normal, right?
No, yeah, again, you're not trying to swindle them, right?
Yeah, if we were, this would be a very different score.
Yeah. Yep.
We are, as it were, on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Can any of our friends or contacts provide aid or insight? Everyone have a look at your friends and contact. How can Holtz, a ghost pig, help us?
Are contacts not friends? Okay.
Yeah, so anyone on there
On that list?
isn't up or down is a contact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and anyone who's up is a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've got a blood dealer
What?
Yeah,
on
that's
my
cool.
list,
yeah,
so that could be potentially helpful.
that sounds like
Um,
a helpful thing.
They could
So-
give us a bit of paper that says, "This is good blood." full
Yeah,
stop.
so Jewel is a blood dealer, and I think can help us both in like verifying our stock and also giving us like ballpark of how much these things are worth, so we know, so we can
Yep.
drive a fair
cool.
bargain.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so the bill hooks aren't just like, "Oh yes, 2 coins."
Exactly.
The normal price we would give someone.
Yeah.
Let me have a
Yep,
look.
so it's +1. Are any
Yeah.
enemies or rivals?
I'm just
I mean, mine is a spooky boy, so probably not.
no. I don't think that. I don't
Not
think
for me either.
yours.
And the cruise is a spooky boy too.
Yeah. I
So
think
again,
we're okay.
this is where us having picked all these spooky rivals is good, because it means when we do mundane crime, they just don't give a fuck. Cunningly thought out, everyone. Good job.
Yeah, did that on purpose.
One of my contacts is a physica. They tinker with bones, blood, and bodily humors to treat wounds or stabilize the dying.
Are they an enemy or are they just a contact?
Neutral?
Okay,
Just-
cool. So
Yeah,
yeah,
all good.
right, cool.
Are there other elements we want to consider? I would like to make a case for meeting them at Tangletown helps,
I think that makes sense.
because it's like neutral ground, and so
Yeah.
presumably they're not going to try and fuck us either, at least too openly.
Yeah.
All right, 4 dice. Who wants to roll? I nominate Alana
I can't.
as team leader of this operation.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Bring it.
so much responsibility. All right.
It's fine. If it goes bad, just tell me and I will throw up a ghost onto someone. I'm right here if you need me.
Engagement 4 rolls for 4 dice.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Alana!
Yes.
Holy shit! Alright, so
This is why we get our spider rolling the engagement
yeah,
roll.
so we
for our
cut
social
to
Spider.
wow. Alright, so this has gone way better than expected.
She holds one
Yeah, you're not
die
wrong.
in each of her front 4 legs, and then rolls them all at once.
It's true. It's no. I hold the 4 dice in my middle legs. The front legs are doing this, and the back legs are what I'm standing on.
So we hear like the creaking of the like mini boats and the like dunk dunk of like of like a hull against some part of the like great sunken ship beneath Tangletown. And yeah, we open on like a small wooden cabin with no doors, with no doors and no windows, and like a single door in and out. And like it has this like very fine wooden table with like leather, with like plush leather as the like middle, where it's like dyed and like made as the like soft part of the table in the middle. And then like a card table. And then around it are these there's totally 2 chairs sat on either side. And so on one side is Erin, who is the like current like in command. She's the captain of the Billhooks. And and she's like kind of rocking half a little bit back on the thing, and is like smoking a pipe, and behind her there's like a couple of thugs that are just like that are standing there waiting for trouble, but at the same time, and yeah, she like takes a puff on her pipe and like rocks back forward and like looks at you with her with like sharp eyes, and like like takes the pipe out of her mouth and like looks at a piece of paper on the table in front of her, and and like marks on the paper just with like picks up a quill and makes like 3 marks on the paper, and then like spins it around and slides it forward to you. And it's like the 3 marks is like how many coin she's offering you for the thing, and she slides it forward and then goes back to like rocking, and just eyeing you, watching what's happening.
Is she played by Erin?
By Erin, as in like of that D&D podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I had her played by who played the woman who plays Trinity in The Matrix?
Oh yeah, Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah, Carrie Ann Moss is. Who
That's
plays her
also
in
good.
That's who plays her in my head.
Both strong options.
Yeah. But yeah, she slides the thing forward, being like, "We'll give you 3 coin for all the bodies."
So what I'm imagining is that I'm sitting at the front of the negotiation with the others behind me. And I'm imagining that I am looking like nervous, like fake nervous. That I'm looking my age, I'm looking kind of quite timid. And I'm also imagining, and I think this probably comes under flashback. Oh no, V. I'm also imagining that prior to coming into this, I gave my fine cover identity to like my disguise sort of gear to Corin in the hope of making him look like he's in charge.
Ooh. Cool.
And what I would like to do with that is kind of, as I get the offer looking quite timid, I want to turn and go to him with it as if he is, standing back there very silent and stoic and the boss, and kind of show it to him as a way of us being able to negotiate ideas and whatever, and also to not give away my skills in that area of negotiation, I guess.
Yeah, Nightfall isn't a face. Nightfall is like an outfit.
Yeah.
Right. And like that's the rumor. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Nightfall, with the hat and like the jacket. And so everyone sees Corin in it and it's just like, oh yes, Nightfall.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm just like imagining, making him seem like he's the one who's got all the strings to pull and he's all in charge, and I'm looking like, like a timid teenage girl, basically. And so I go back to him and the others who are standing around him with the offer to kind of be like, this is the offer. Meanwhile, I'm like, this offer is bullshit. But I'm trying to kind of make this ruse so that if I do need to bring some skills out to the table, it's kind of surprising.
Belle is wearing just sailor, just like tatty, laborer sailor's gear.
Mm-hmm.
And their arms are it's the first time we've ever seen their arms. And they've just got them crossed and they're just looking very big and muscular, just standing behind Corin, yeah.
Excellent.
So Corin kind of leans down and has a conversation that nobody else can hear with Nightfall, and sort of says, how do you want me to react to this?
And I'm just going to say, just look kind of disappointed, like maybe we could get a better offer elsewhere.
So Corin goes back up to his full height again, produces a knife out of nowhere, and just starts scraping his neck, just shaving his neck with the side with it, and then does the other side, and then slips the knife away and looks grumpy.
I'm going to pretend that I'm really terrified, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to slide the paper back across and look very he's not happy, and if he's not happy, I'm in trouble later. So he wants to see if we could go up to 6 coin, and I think that's ridiculous. But that's what he asked for. I think I could probably sell him 5. I think I could probably convince him of that.
That sounds like that sounds like you're rolling. What action are you doing right now?
I would say a sway, because I'm deceiving or disguising.
That sounds about right to me. This
You deceitful minx.
Uh-huh.
Now let me have a look. Ah. Yeah, all right. So I think that this is risky. I think there's a risk here.
Yep.
It is the first roll. It has to
And
be
it
controlled.
has to be controlled. Mother trucker. All right, so it's controlled.
Yep.
I think that there is a standard outcome on the table,
Yep.
which is you get 5.
Yep.
Let's just push for extreme effect and get like 8 coin. Let's go.
I would say, I'm wondering, Derek, would you be happy to have helped with this? Because obviously you are looking like my boss.
That seems like what I mean. I don't think you can not, right? Like
Yeah.
you've
I'm
clearly
just wondering, does
described
he
that
have
in
to pay a stress to be helping at this
the-
point?
He does.
Yeah, cool. So
So
please mark
I'm-
down a stress for that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I mean, I have 2 pips in command, so I kind of know what I need to do in order to enforce my
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's how I'm helping the most.
Or
Sounds good.
just putting it out there as a suggestion, is this a group action? And it's about all of us like together
Looking
playing
like
our
a
parts in
team.
the big facade.
Possibly.
Like-
Because you're
like-
doing the
like-
bodyguard thing as
Yeah,
well.
like Belle flexing next to Corin and like Adi, like I don't know,
You would be
looking like a nerd counting things. I don't.
Is it D like there with an accounts book being and like pushing glasses up face and being like
Adi,
the blood dealer's notes and like Adi's own notes about the condition of the corpses.
Adi is like the consigliere in this metaphor, right? Like Corin is the godfather, I'm the muscle, you're the consigliere, and then Nightfall is like the poor, like random new member of the family who's like having to do all the grunt work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do y'all want to do this as a like? Because that has a potential of like 4 potential stress for whoever's leading. Is the only
It
concern.
does.
Yeah, we failed this really badly last time.
Join us in Trauma Town, Alana.
I'd be happy to take it on if we're doing it as a group action. I'm happy to lead it up.
Awesome.
And for what it's worth, I do have a dot in Sway.
I do too.
I do too.
So
Hey,
Yeah, so
sway group action.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You'll have to remind me how to do this though, because I haven't run a group
So,
action before.
Everyone rolls a controlled standard sway action,
Mhm.
and then we take the highest of all of your results.
Yep.
And then for any where the highest result is a 1 to 3, you take a stress.
Cool. Easy. All right, so everyone's rolling. Let's do it, I guess.
Do I want to push myself?
Oh, I rolled a 3.
That's
There's one 3
one
for you.
stress.
I rolled a 6.
Nice. That is a 4.
Ugh.
That
So
is
one
also
stress.
1 stress and a 6. Very nice.
Yay!
So yeah, she's like,
Adi is the weak link.
Yeah.
Adidas doesn't
Adidas
really
are very
look very
cons-
intimidating.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
They're looking at Adi like, why is she here?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
And
so it's
then-
like she's still got all of the like the soot residue and like the chemical burns, like the signs of being a chemist,
Yeah,
or,
right.
like a butcher, and they're all like,
What?
"What?
Isn't
Yeah.
that a yeah?
Did you put something in the meat? Like,
yeah.
what's going on here?"
I think what happens is she says is you say like maybe I could talk him down to 5, and she says 5 then, excellent, good, great, and your leech there, I have an opportunity for I might have an opportunity for them in the future. It's like, yeah.
Ah.
And she's and I think like that's genuinely like you've succeeded on a controlled thing to get 5. Is there anything else you want to get out of this? Because otherwise, that's the shortest fucking score I have ever seen.
Ever done. We struck the deal.
I mean, do we want to maybe like ask them if they've got any work also that needs like I would like to come out with this not just with some coin but also with like
Improved kind of
Attraction?
like
Yeah.
improved relations above and
Yeah.
beyond what we might like normally expect to get out of just like You did a deal with some people.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's right.
they're a big network, right? These people are quite a big group.
Yeah, I mean
Can
they
we
control
push
they
them?
control like several blocks. Like as far as like they probably control something like a third to a half of say the docks or Crowsfoot, right? Like that.
Yeah,
That's kind
it's
of
them. It's them and the Dockers, right? Like in
yeah,
the dock.
exactly.
So, I mean, that kind of organization is a dragnet for a lot of good information.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Would they be able to help us out with Adi's mum and
Or even just information in general. Like
information in general? But
if we keep our ear out for anything like this in future, would they be happy to keep us in the loop for anything that might, like just wanting to kind of open communication between us in some way?
Yeah. Let's start
Yeah.
off like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Start
so
bartering
so at
that.
the moment what you've got is you've got a deal, right? You've got the equivalent of buying a kebab from a caravan.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
Yeah, and Ash, how many of them are there here in this room?
There are 5 of them in the room, including Aaron.
Yeah, which is the Dockers are tier 2.
So the Dockers or or
Sorry, the bill hooks.
the bill hooks are tier 2, yeah.
Yeah, so like this is not. It's not all of them, but it's like not a small percentage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this opportunity. Bella's gonna take this opportunity because like, this is like a good sample population of the bill hooks, and presumably is somewhat statistically representative. Belle is just like taking advantage of the fact that no one looks at the muscly bodyguard, right? Like they might as well be invisible right now, and they're just like checking these people out and like looking for signs of like, do any of them look stressed? Do any of them look like they haven't been sleeping much lately? Do any of them look like they've got like electroplasm burns that are recent? Like, are there signs that there is trouble in their life that we could like offer to take off their hands?
That sounds like you're making an action. What does it
Yes.
sound like to you?
I think it's survey.
That sounds exactly like what I was thinking.
Yeah, which thankfully I'm quite good at.
Ooh. Yeah.
My position?
There's a risk here of like
Yep.
them picking up the stank eye, right? Like them being.
I mean, I'm not stank eyeing anyone.
I know,
okay.
but they might, but also like
But they might think that.
they might think you
They're
are.
douchebags. Yep. Okay. And what's my position? Sorry, the other thing, effect.
Effect here. I'm gonna say limited to start with.
Okay.
Like these are people who have been brought along to a negotiation. They're not supposed to show anything on their faces.
That's fair. Hmm.
And like at least one of them has the specific tag quiet. So
Yeah, Yep. So here's the thing. And I think it's maybe a D who notices this. Bella's just like not quite there anymore. Like they're like
they've
standing
done
like
the
they're
bell
meant to.
thing.
Yeah, they're standing like they're meant to, and they're like, wearing the like scowling bodyguard face, but their eyes are just like slightly unfocused and like looking like just slightly off center of Aaron's shoulder. And Belle is like seeing like the ghost version of like the ghosts inside their meat, and is like hearing the like weird whispers of like the ghost echo.
The whispers
the
of their
ghost field.
hearts. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm being spooky about it.
Okay.
Does that sound desperate to you? Because
I think it's desperate if you're willing to like make weird extended eye contact with the like with one of them.
Well, yeah, like I suppose where I'm angling with this is that like these are fairly telltale signs of like whisper.
Yep,
bullshit.
exactly. Yep, cool.
Like if this goes badly, I am outing myself as like the crew's whisper, and bringing a whisper along
is a bad move.
Not a super polite thing to do.
Yep.
And this could all go horribly wrong. Sorry, everyone.
I can help you.
Desperate
I think
standard. Yes, Adi's gonna help. Thank
I think
you.
Adi, when Adi notices that this is going to this whisper, Adi is actually hyper attuned to whisper bullshit now because Adi is like paranoid about ghostly things. So it's like,
the hairs on the back of your neck go up, and you're like, "Fucking Belle, god damn it, not again!"
reality is getting pretty thin. So Adi takes that moment to like try and distract the room, like being like, "Oh, you need a leech? I've got all these tools," and like,
Yep.
like
Cool.
takes out the bag of stuff.
Yep,
and
and,
starts
and
showing
like
it
yeah,
off.
and like immediately like they're all like yeah, Aaron starts talking about like anticoagulants and stuff like that.
Does anyone have a devil's bargain for me?
Oh, I have one.
I have a great devil's bargain, but I
have
can't.
a devil's bargain. And
I
it
would love
is
to hear it.
that you are accidentally staring at a specific. You're accidentally like staring and making like strong eye contact and all those sorts of things with Corin, who is the second in command.
Isn't Karn our guy? Do they have a Karan too?
They have a Coran. C-O-R-A-N.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Karan. Yeah,
Oh.
and then
Or if Coran is their whisper, that would be amazing.
well, yeah, Ash, I suppose like my question is like, what does this look? Because like part of the action
Okay, so
here is
sorry,
to get away with.
What that's going to do is that's going to put Erin on edge, right? Because like if she notices you're looking at Corin, she feels threatened by Corin in any way.
Right, she doesn't realize I'm doing the whisper bullshit, but she's like, wait, they're conspiring with Karan.
Yep.
I don't like this.
Yep.
I mean, we could always, like, team, we could always spin that later to her and be like, yeah, we were looking at him to size him up for a coffin. You want us to get rid of that guy? Like, I feel like that's a recoverable devil's bargain. How do you all feel?
I feel like we either get out of stuff or we die and both are fun, so like whatever.
Good, fuck it. Let's do it.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
So
We're rolling so well tonight so far.
Yep.
So is at least one of the things I pick up on here the weird tension between
Yeah,
Aaron
100%.
and
You're like, whoa. And I think I mean, like, you're looking at Corin, and then you're like, wait, like, Erin is clearly has a seed of some kind of like sickness or like ghostly badness. Maybe someone might have cursed her. Something. She has a on a standard effect. Someone has cursed her. She doesn't know. Or if she does know, is not having an effect on her currently.
And is he like, is his aura reading like a whisper? Like,
he's not a he's
okay,
not a
so
whisper, no.
so he's a dick and they don't get along, and his aura is rank with a whole bunch of gross negative emotions.
Yes, but
And also she's cursed.
Yeah.
And possibly there is a causal relationship between those two facts, but not a direct one.
who knows?
Yep, cool. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Cool. Y'all are just killing it. Shall we
Yeah,
take
I
a break,
think-
or we can come back to like the sound of like the creaky ship and like the tick-tocking of the clock on the wall, and just
Yeah, I think before we go to advertisement break, we just see Belle like lean in to whisper something to Corin, and it looks like that shot of like the bodyguard leans in to like be like, hey boss, blah blah blah, but like Belle's probably gonna say something very different, but we can find out what after the break.
Cool. All right, let's take a break there, and we can come back in a minute.